Hi, and welcome to Old School Blues Guitar. It's time now for the turnaround of the months for May and June 2016. Got a turnaround for you for electric guitar from the playing of Hubert Sumlin, the guy who played with Howlin' Wolf. And this is from a tune called Built for Comfort, which is one of my favorite Wolf tunes. And the turnaround that you hear at the end of the very first verse and then a few more times throughout the song goes like this, in the key of A. Something along those lines. So it's based on the A, first position bar chord. And we're going to start out by sliding the double stop. The double stop, we've got my second finger on the 7th fret of the second string, and I've got my ring finger on the 8th fret of the 3rd string. And you can slide into it like that. And that's how I hear it being played. Or you can just start from this position. So we're sliding from that position up a fret. So my second finger winds up on the 8th fret of the 2nd string and my ring finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. So I slide, picking both strings, and then I pick the 2nd string and the 3rd string. And then I just move everything up, or down rather. Go one fret at a time. So that's the first part of it. Then right here, I'm going to do this bend with my first finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, which is an unusual bend. Usually when guys bend that 3rd string, they do it like this. And even Hubert, but Hubert on a lot of his tunes will do that bend, which has kind of a funky sound to it. So to wrap up that turnaround, he could do something like this. But instead, he uses that single note. Instead of this, he's playing this. So I hear this. And he's going to, I messed that up. He's going to do this climb from the 5th fret to the 6th and the 7th fret on the 5th string. And he's going to climb into the 5, which is your E7th. I'm using a C7th shape, and I'm moving it over the D, second position D bar chord, with my ring finger on the E, which is the 5. So that whole turnaround, I'll try to play it slow without messing it up. And then back into the verse, which is playing these really cool double stop licks on the 1st and 3rd strings. He played with bare fingers, so he could pinch those. I do it with my pick and then my finger. That's a lick for another time. So the turnaround of the month. Something along those lines, something like that. So that's it. Now I've heard this same turnaround used in lots of different ways. There's a little Walter tune called It Ain't Right in the key of B, and he does something like this. Whoops. Something like that. He's just playing it faster. And that's a common idea to do this. Or go the other way. You can use those positions a lot. How do I know where to play it? Here's my A, first position bar chord. Go to the 7th note and make that double stop. That's an A7. Here's an A, A7. And just pick that, just like I showed you. So that is our turnaround of the month. You can move it to other keys and C. Do all kinds of variations on the chord over the 5. You could do it in G. Another variation on the 5 chord. So that is a very simple turnaround. You're playing electric blues guitar. A lot of guys will do this. That Jimmy Reed type turnaround. This is a little different. You get that last note in there, and that makes it sound really, really cool. Hope this was useful, especially you guys who are just getting started in this kind of thing, gals, whoever. When I say guys, I mean guys and girls, you people. And if you have any questions, comments, let me know. Any requests for turnarounds that you've heard in songs that you want to figure out. If I don't know it, I can probably figure it out for you, or I can help you, or at least give you some ideas. Just send me a comment or an email or something. And I will see you again in a couple months with another classic blues turnaround.